Всем привет и добро пожаловать на мой канал. Меня зовут Language Simp, и я прекрасна для каждой мужчины и женщины в мире. Конечно же нет, меня зовут Адам, и в этом видео я покажу вам, как вы можете научиться русскому языку быстро, в 1 год, и без много усилий, без много работы. И первая речь, которую вы можете сказать, твой родный язык уже польский. Как ты умеешь говорить по-польски, это нормально, что ты умеешь говорить по-русски. И это правда, откровенно это правда. Вы готовы начинать? Поехали! Okay, time for you to actually learn Russian by listening to me speak English instead of hearing something that you might not understand at all, or you might understand a few words if you've already started. So, the first question you may have is, why would I learn Russian if they are currently attacking another country and the country of Russia will probably not be open for at least a few years? Although it is an absolutely amazing country with beautiful landscapes and places that you will definitely want to visit in the future, the special military operation is currently not allowing that. However, a common misconception is that Russia is the only country which speaks Russian. That is definitely not true. Belarus, Kazakhstan, a lot of the countries that were in the Soviet Union that end in Stan, but then you've also got Eastern Europe, where a lot of people will still speak Russian. Russian will be very effective to help you understand other Eastern European languages where the quality of life for foreigners is very good. Most of them will have learned it in school. Get right into it, I'm going to give you methods on how you can learn Русский язык. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is definitely learn the Cyrillic alphabet. Literally, if you don't know the alphabet, don't even bother trying to learn any words. Sure, you can see the thing underneath. You can learn Привет, Здравствуйте, Спасибо, Извините. But all these words are just going to sound like weird formations of syllables, and it's going to be very difficult for you to actually remember the words. Links in the description. I've got a video which will help you learn the Cyrillic alphabet. The video is 10 minutes long, but I guarantee just sit down for an hour and you will remember this thing. This video is insanely helpful. It splits the alphabet into 3 parts, because it's not like Arabic where the letters are completely different. You have a section which the letters are exactly like English and they sound like English. You have a section where the letters look like English letters but are different. For example, a Russian written P will be R. The third section of the letters which are horrifying and they look completely different, but I guarantee that they are quite easy to remember. So once you've done learning the Cyrillic alphabet, which could take you like 3 days if you are just a lenient slow learner, which is completely fine, what you're going to do is go into Duolingo, which Duolingo is very bad for some languages. For example, trying to learn Chinese or Japanese, or for example, trying to learn Spanish, it's going to take you through language very slowly, and there are other methods which are much better. However, for Duolingo Russian, it will actually be good for you. You will learn things and they will stick in your head. And if you want to get unlimited hearts for free, make sure, comment down below and I can get you a method to get you unlimited hearts for free. Maybe I can make that video right now. Next thing I'm going to recommend is one specific channel that actually is so insanely helpful you do not understand. In Russian from Afar, Sergey. So this guy does comprehensible input just like you've already seen before, but he takes like regular stories that we'd already know as kids, cartoons, for example, like the 3 Pigs and the Wolf, you got the 3 Bears, obviously about 3, Hansel and Gretel, you got Cinderella, you got all these stories which you'd already know, Baba Yaga and shit. However, he'd do it in Russian with a whiteboard pointing at the words and make sure he repeats them to get them to stick in your head. So what Sergey recommends is actually not writing notes when you're doing this. First watch through, you just watch, analyze, watch, analyze, watch, analyze, watch, analyze, and then write. That's what the best language learners do. That's what all the experts say. You just have to take a piece of content in that language and watch it over and over again. I'll put another link in the description. There's a YouTuber, I think he's called Days and Hours or something, or Days in Swedish or something like learning Swedish or some shit. And this guy watched the Spider-Man movie 50 times, and he's pretty good. He's pretty good at that language in which you watched it in, which I think was Spanish. Russian with Nastia did a 365-day course for beginner learners. What you can do, just watch like the first 10 episodes of it, and that will give you a good grasp of the initial Russian phrases. With Duolingo, with leveling up your extra things from in Russian from afar, that is going to be very, very good for you. Even if you don't speak Polish like me, which the language is similar. If you didn't realize, in the intro, I said that my native language is Polish, which is similar to Russian, but not exactly the same, because the alphabets are different. People call Russian an extremely, extremely complicated language because the pieces of literature written, Leo Tolstoy, Nabokov, Pushkin, Chekhov, Dostoevsky, all these writers are known for their extremely long and extremely complex works, except from Chekhov, who's a short story writer, but his language that he uses in Russian is very, very, very complicated to understand. So you'd think that the entire language is in the form of literature. However, you can communicate quite easily just by knowing a few verbs. Learning the tenses in a language and learning how to form I did that, I am doing that, I will do that, is way, way more important than learning some obscure literature vocabulary. So if you're trying to learn Russian to read the original War and Peace, don't try by actually starting to read War and Peace. You have to learn the basics of grammar, because Russian grammar is very, very different from English. Good luck on your journey. Make sure to like and subscribe, and hopefully by the next video I'm speaking better Russian and better Spanish to give you all more information. See you.